Stugotz, making this an even more exciting and action-packed time than it feels like for sports fans because football is here and there's just a lot going on. You're about to be bombarded with stimuli. One of our favorite times of the year is when we get to go over the past year and remember nostalgically all the things that went wrong and all the awards to give out. There are usually a lot of them to give out in our SUEYs, and your category, the one that I think of when I think of you, is dismissals. Like
right,
that,
yes.
That is the Stugotz honorary category. I think it's the best one. Like, I expect you always to win this category.
Right. I expect myself to win the category every year, but I am told that Billy Gill had a hell of a year.
I mean,
that's all I'm concerned.
Let's not sleep on Stugotz. He still brings it in this category, but I would say if there's someone else coming for his throne, it was Billy this year.
Billy, how do you feel about being a challenger in this category? Do you think you can knock him off?
So proud of him.
Not great, to be honest with you.
All right.
Questioning some
who's
choices.
the voice? Let's find out together who the voice of the SUEYs is this year.
And now the SUEY nominees for Best Dismissal. Billy Gill dismisses Canada.
But now that Canada
Right.
is being all judgy McJudgesheen over Greg Cody, and now that they're, they think they're holier than thou, I hope the Panthers win.
Oh, finally.
And
So
I hope
now
that
you
Canada
Panthers?
never
This is what it
wins.
took. Greg
I hope
Cody
that
being
Canada
criticized.
never wins a Stanley Cup again. And these miserable Canucks up there who think that they're better than the rest of us, that they know hockey better than everyone else, get the show. How about you get the cup? Which you haven't for 30 years, and you're not going to this year because Connor McOverrated is going to choke and vomit all over
Attaboy.
himself all over again because he's no Wayne Gretzky who did it all on his own and needed no help ever. Hockey.
Mina Kimes dismisses Dan's flannel.
Did you get lost on the way to Home Depot today, Dan? Like, what's going on with the plats? Like,
Get
I've
his
never seen-
ass, Mina. But do
You
it
look
in
like you're about
song.
to ask me to check the oil on my car,
Get 'em.
or come over and look around and point things in my house that need to be fixed.
Stugotz dismisses Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Blah, blah, blah.
Come on.
Dan, you know what the N in Nick stands for? Not the NFL. You know what the B in Bo stands for? Better start thinking about getting a job.
Billy Gill dismisses Disney adults.
Adults, if you're waiting 45 minutes to meet Mickey Mouse, reprioritize your life.
Dwayne Wade dismisses Paul Pierce.
Have you ever wanted to just tell Paul to shut the f up?
Very subtle. Very subtle.
Well, listen, rent is expensive in America, and I'm living rent free right now. So let them keep going. I like living rent free.
Mike Ryan dismisses Victor Wembanyama.
Not a good basketball player. Not good. He's just tall.
Billy Gill dismisses Messi.
This fucking guy. They pay him how much to come here and play for Inter Miami and MLS? And
Getting
he's
hurt for Argentina.
around
Yep.
in some stupid Copa tournament that doesn't matter. You won the World Cup. You won the international tournament. You're going to win. Why are we playing this other ridiculous
He's
stuff?
already also won that tournament.
So what is he doing? Enough already. Who agrees to have their employee come and just not show up to work to go work at another company and then have him get injured?
Stugotz.
I don't get it.
Stugotz dismisses Reggie Miller.
I don't want to hear about Reggie Miller. I mean, he has somehow inserted himself into this series. I am tired of Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller was 9-33 for his career on the road against the Knicks. He had 9 seconds. Take those 9 seconds away, and Reggie Miller, according to Dan, who was asked by Boog Shambi at the Versace Mansion many, many years ago, Reggie Miller, not a Hall of Famer.
Great moment.
I am tired of hearing about Reggie Miller.
The shipping container dismisses Dan's flannel.
Dan, you look like a divorced dad, and a great one at that.
Yeah.
I have a divorced dad. I can attest. You do. Like on a first date.
You're the divorced dad that has your ex-wife being like, what? Now you look good? Now you're putting it together?
Yeah.
Where was this effort when we were together?
What's your gambit? Guess what? Dollaritas are back.
Billy Gill dismisses Mets groundskeepers.
It's the groundskeepers. Don't get me started on them. I don't know what they're doing. They don't seem to care about their jobs. They're like, the season's over, and they're just playing around. I don't know if you saw what happened last night. Last night there was a 3-hour rain delay. At one point, the groundskeepers were taking group photos on the field instead of keeping the ground or whatever it is that they do. I don't know why they were taking group pictures. They were laughing about, they were removing the tarp, making puddles in the outfield, not the puddles that we've wanted in the outfield to make the game more fun, the puddles that cause games to not continue. They've just been an absolute disaster, this groundskeeper team. I don't get me started on them.
Greg Cody dismisses Michael Phelps. Due respect to Michael Phelps.
Oh, boy.
Can you be the number one professional athlete of your century when people only give a shit about you 2 weeks once every 4 years? Billy Gill dismisses whales.
If the whales want to continue to exist on this world, they will stop f***ing with human beings. I'm telling you that right now, okay? There's not a human world under the water. There's a sea world on Earth because we capture the whales and then we put them in tanks. If we wanted to end the whales, we would end the whales, so they need to stand down.
Dominique Foxworth dismisses his son's dap.
I took my son to the barbershop to get a haircut, and my man gave out some limp dap.
Oh, no.
Damn. I disowned him. I threw him right under the bus. I was like, whose kid is that out here dishing out limp dap?
Grandma Smetty dismisses Grandpa Smetty.
I don't think I ever got that many roses in my whole life. Certainly not from your lovely grandfather, God may his soul rest in peace.
Jeff Jarvis dismisses AI.
It's macho waving by the AI boys to think that they're ever going to be so, they can make the machine that's so smart and smarter than us all, so they're smarter than us all. It's crap. Don't panic about it. Don't worry about it. They're all part of a cult called Tescriel. They're nutballs.
Chris Mad Dog Russo dismisses Halloween.
I wouldn't dress for Halloween. That's another complete waste of time. I didn't like Halloween when I was a kid.
As a kid, you did it?
And I couldn't stand it. What a joke. Running around getting candy. I couldn't. And nobody comes to my house because I'm a rough cookie. I leave all the lights off. No little kids bouncing around. And if they come, I give them more Tootsie Rolls because that ruins teeth.
Mike Ryan dismisses Mario Cristobal for not kneeling.
You! Good.
Yeah!
Let it out, Mike.
I screamed that.
But not
and I was like, throw the bottles! Throw the bottles! You!
But not,
you stole it from us!
Not Cristobal, though? You didn't do
No, I was screaming at Cristobal before that in the first down. Nail the f***ing ball! What the f*** are we doing?
There you go.
What the f***?
That's all we wanted.
So I thought the
Survive in advance! What the f***?
The shipping container dismisses UM.
This team is just an average college football team, right?
Yeah. Well, he's lost the team. Mario has lost the team.
Jeremy down that sweater.
My
team did not lose.
No, I'm telling you, though, Canes
Don't
fans
criticize
have
the
this
sweater.
persecution complex. Like, they are hated by the NCAA. They're built up. Anytime that UM starts 4-0 against a crappy schedule,
Everyone wants the Canes to be
ranked.
good. Yes.
Other teams in the ACC have to work way harder to be ranked than Miami.
Yes.
Miami is gift-wrapped rankings as soon as they start any season 4-0.
Yes.
And they find a way to blow it every year.
Hold on,
If we go
Chris.
back over the last 10 years, they've probably lost to every ACC team at some point.
Right, they have.
It's not like they just lose to the same one every year. They've lost to all of them.
Yes.
Virginia Tech, Clemson, Georgia Tech. It's just a different team every year. I'm just so over it. This team is just an average college football team.
Spencer Hall dismisses Drake.
First of all, Drake is boring. Drake has always been boring. Drake lives and dies off his producers. Drake has never said an interesting thing. Quote me a Drake bar that matters. Not one. Not at all. Oh, that's interesting. You have trust issues with women. Oh, wow. You did it all yourself. That's every Drake song. I did it all for my team, and I hate women. That's it.
Stugotz dismisses Joel Embiid.
I'm tired of Joel Embiid. I got to be honest with you. Every 10 seconds, it's drama. He's either hurt, he's on the floor, he's grabbing his shorts, he's grabbing his ankles, he's bent over, he's tired, he's mad at a teammate, he's mad at a referee. He's never mad at himself, though.
Stu.
Never mad at himself. And then that boneheaded decision, when you're already hurt, to toss one off the backboard and throw it home at the Mecca. Are you crazy? That was the dumbest decision in the history of NBA decisions.
Stugotz dismisses the 76ers.
I'm tired of them, their fan base, the whole team, the organization. I can't stand them. I can't stand any of them. Nick Nurse, enough. Complains about every single call. Those guys limping around, complaining. I've got a headache. I've got this. My leg hurts. Maxey faking injuries. Then going out fourth quarter, having the greatest fourth quarter that the Mecca has ever seen.
Stugotz dismisses Robert Kraft and Arthur Blank.
Robert Kraft should be ashamed of himself. I'm serious. I mean, the way he is smearing Bill Belichick after he left New England with that documentary, with this report, another deep dive by Seth Wickersham, he should be ashamed of himself. Bill Belichick has raised the value of his franchise exponentially. He has won him 6 Super Bowls. He has made that lousy organization one of the marquee organizations in the NFL. And I don't understand what Robert Kraft is doing, calling Arthur Blank, and he should be ashamed of himself as well, because Arthur Blank, make your own decisions. What the hell are you doing? You're going to let Bob Kraft impact who you're going to hire at head coach? Get the hell out of here. Your organization is lousy. It will always be lousy. You'll never be good. And Bob Kraft, the only reason your organization is good is because of Bill Belichick.
Stugotz dismisses Bill Belichick.
Belichick has done nothing since Brady left. He made the playoffs once. I think at the very least, he should not be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh,
They should make him wait like 10 years to get it. He's an overrated coach.
Stugotz dismisses Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic.
He was lousy, and he's lazy. I mean, I'm sorry, play defense. Sprint back, play defense, rotate, stop leaving guys shooting open threes. He's lazy. He is lazy. And Kyrie Irving, the audacity of that guy to come out, who has lost 12 straight now to the Boston Celtics. Leader guy. I've changed, saying all the right things, doing all the right things, except when he steps on a court in Boston. That was an all-time lousy NBA Finals performance. He should be ashamed of himself. People call him one of the great offensive players of all time. Great handle, best handles. Oh, he's got handles. He's got handles. You know what he had? No threes last night. He was terrible.
Rachel Weiner dismisses her dad, Stugotz.
I had Rachel and Emma both home, and I was in a fight with Rachel. And I said, if you roll your eyes one more time, there's going to be a problem. A big problem. And she said, really? What are you going to do?
Oh, goddamn.
I mean, that's where
I didn't have an answer.
The sod father, George Toma, dismisses Roger Goodell.
They just don't give a damn, you know. And I could help them to alleviate this problem. But you think that'll ever happen? No. If they don't do it, we have to take it to the government.
Yes.
We have to take it to the government because of the poor playing conditions, and they don't give a damn.
For Cooper Cup.
They're injuring the players, George. They're injuring them.
Because they don't give a damn, Dan.
The only one that's going to do them is George P. Toma having a meeting, and if they don't listen, we go to the government.
Billy Gill dismisses the Knicks.
Your team choked, okay? You guys had this, and you choked, and you were embarrassed on your home court.
I was.
And you're giving them a standing ovation when, in reality, they deserve to be booed off the court for that performance.
Especially Brunson.
That was loser mentality by those fans saying, we're so proud, we're so happy. No, you guys got punked.
Mike Ryan dismisses Jason Tatum.
That dude was a coward. That dude was a coward. Don't tell me the aggregated 10 points and let that be the headline. That dude disappeared. He was chicken personified on that court. Get out of here. He got lucky because Jaylen Brown hit un cagazo of all time, and Rick Carlisle just blew that game. That dude was a chicken.
Mike Johnson dismisses Greg Cody.
This is Mick ridiculous. Absolutely. Listen, I'm all about clickbait, reader engagement, pandering to the home crowd. I get that. But like, if you know anything about hockey, and I'm assuming Greg might.
Stugotz dismisses Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani is overrated. He has had one 100 RBI season. One. He has never taken his team to the playoffs. The next playoff game he plays will be his first playoff game of his career. He can't pitch next year. $700 million seems like a lot of money for a guy who's 29 years old and had one 100 RBI season and couldn't make it to the playoffs with Mike Trout. He's overrated.
Stugotz dismisses the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dan, this time of year, everyone talks about teams they don't want to see come playoff time. I want to talk about a team that I actually want to see come playoff time. Oh, no. I want to see the Chiefs. I want Patrick Mahomes strolling into my stadium with max confidence. I want Travis Kelce. I want Taylor Swift. I want the team that lost to Jordan Love. I want the team that lost to Aiden O'Connell. I want the team that trailed 17-0 to Jake Browning. That is the team that I would like to face in the playoffs. That's the team, indeed, that I would want to face in the playoffs because that team is not very good.
Wow. Welcome back, Suey's. Stugotz with a late run there. He had a lot. A rare double ashamed of themselves in one of them.
Shohei's overrated.
Bill Belichick did everything for the Patriots. Bill Belichick is overrated right after that. Put a couple of things on the poll. Billy, though, I think you made a strong challenge.
Yeah.
A big, strong year of dismissals from Billy Gill. Put these on the poll, please. Do groundskeepers keep the ground at LeBatard Show? And also put on the poll, do Tootsie Rolls ruin your teeth? Mad Dog says he doesn't do Halloween. I don't know if you guys saw this story. Did you guys see that Snoop Dogg, in order to avoid all of the pictures that the parents want when he takes his grandkids to birthday parties, Snoop Dogg admits to wearing full-on costumes where he's not recognized as Snoop Dogg. So Grandpa goes to the grandkids' birthday parties, but is in such a costume that no one recognizes that Snoop Dogg is at the party because he doesn't want to be bothered by the parents.
And over there, Barney's smoking a joint. It's a little odd.
I imagine, right? Because it'd be hard for him to just do it with makeup. So it's got to be like he's in a mascot's costume of some sort. And then the mascot Barney does smell like marijuana.
At a certain point, though, you have to, like, the guy's doing 5 hours of makeup to avoid 6 photos. Like, what are we doing?
I don't think it's 5 hours of makeup. I think it's Chris's idea. I don't know exactly, but I think he is just hiding inside some sort of thing where you can't tell at all that it's him. It's not makeup. It's a costume. It's a bit of a uniform.
Also, there's a lot of confidence in word not leaking out that Snoop Dogg's that person's grandfather. That's just like a weird conversation. Didn't you tell me that was Snoop Dogg's
You could mess with
grandkid?
your friend. You go up to your kid like, guess who Barney is?
Well, it's not just that you can mess with your friend. It's that if you then know that Snoop Dogg is there, all you get is a picture with Barney. And then you tell people, look, I took a selfie with Snoop Dogg. No, you didn't. It was just a Barney costume that smelled like marijuana.
It's like, look, I know I've had a few beers, but Barney spoke and he sounded just like Snoop Dogg.